All right, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Here you have your boy Derek. There you have your boy Joe.
Yo, yo.
There you have your boy Ford.
What's up?
There you have your boy Rand.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And we have a special guest with us for this episode.
Hey,
Family,
hey.
more like my sister, Brianna
Thanks.
Haskins.
Hey, hey.
What's good with
What's
you?
up, y'all? Nothing. Thanks for having me. I'm excited, low key.
Look, we had to have her because if we didn't, I was gonna get killed, and I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have been on another episode ever again. So it
Nope.
was
Yeah.
only right to have her as the first
Yeah, I would
female
have found
in
a
the
way
episode.
to crash your Zoom. Like I would have figured it out and
Yeah.
popped up
I'm so
like,
listen.
"What's up, unfiltered sister? Here I
I,
am. Let's go."
I feel like that's illegal. Like you can't just be breaking in shit. I feel like that's illegal.
I feel like you gotta be quiet
So
before she kill you, and then we gotta figure out who's gonna replace you. Because it ain't
Hey,
gonna be
Joe.
me.
Hey, Joe,
because
that's what
Duran
you
gonna
do.
have your segment, Derek.
Hey, if he want it, if he want
Hell
it,
no. Derek got to do too much, man. No, I ain't. No,
Hey,
sir.
Derek. Look, Derek edits. Derek sets the times, the topics. Hey, look,
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now.
Oh,
it's hard.
okay, the boss,
Some big shoes to
Derek does
fill
it
right
all.
here.
Rick Ross.
motherfucker.
we
That's
just
some
we just show
huge
up.
shoes to fill. Huge.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Tops,
but
Oh,
it the irony of us having Bree on this episode while we recording today, of course this is not going to come on the exact day, but looking for shut this shit up. But nah, Bree, we are today is actually International
International
Women's
Women's
Day,
Day.
so it's like I didn't even think about it when I set the date, but it is International Women's Day. So
And the
yeah,
topics
shout
is
out to
something.
topics are something. It only fits you though. It only fits you because I know it's gonna be a real conversation. I
Yeah,
know you're gonna bring. I
I'm
know
gonna
you're
try
gonna
to
bring
be
the best
raw,
out of us.
real honest. Yeah,
We've had conversations in the past. A lot of
yeah,
conversations. You're actually the only person I really come to, well, girl wise anyway. When it
yeah.
comes to
Cause
like
we
the
get deep, like it get real, like mental. It's not like no bullshit or no sugarcoating it. Like we get real deep. Like I
right.
remember one day we sat in the car outside of my house for like hours,
Sheesh, I do
and we
remember
just
that.
talked. Yeah, we just talked. Like I think we had Hennessy and
Hey,
juice.
you remember the family reunion and we was in a room laying down having a conversation? Like what was
Yeah,
we doing?
listen,
And it
the
was a
whole
deep
fam
conversation.
whole we was in the entertainment room on the laying on the floor, chatting it up. The whole family outside, DJ outside, music playing,
We ain't give a
kids.
fuck.
We in the living room, in the entertainment room on the floor, drunk and
Nah,
talking.
nah, but I
But it
tell
get real. It get
it
real.
does. It does. I tell people like when it comes to like Brie, she's like she's a female version of me. I think that's why I think that's
Ruthless
why
motherfucker. That's
I think
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I think that's why I
Yes.
like
We
she's like really
meet,
the
we be
only
here.
exactly. I feel like that's why
Yeah.
she's like the only female that I can talk to about female stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. You
Right.
ruthless.
I can't really
But
talk to anybody else about it.
right. And then it's like when he's wrong though, I'm gonna tell him he's wrong. If he
Right.
needed to view the situation in a different like eyesight or a different view, I'm gonna give that to him. And when bitches ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. I
You're
mean,
right. Yeah, yeah. I be
that's
trying
just
to
all
tell
it is
I be
to
trying
that.
to
I'm
tell these
pretty
people.
I'm pretty straightforward. Like
I
I
be
just
trying
want to
to
let all the viewers know that while we are unfiltered brothers, Bree really is an unfiltered sister, bro. Like
shit. No cap.
Bree gonna tell you how
No
it
cap.
is. She don't shit how it
listen,
come off.
I've
It's
been working on it. I've been getting better though.
oh, congrats.
Be
Hey,
you. Be
kudos to
you.
you.
He
Be
said,
you.
kudos to you. I don't know. I just try to give people what they need. I can't, because I think about it like if it was me, like if I call Joe and I'm like, Joe, this is what happened. I want you to give it to me. Like, I want you to tell me. I don't want you to spare my feelings. Like, tell me what's up so we can keep on going. Like,
Thanks.
so I just try to give people what I expect you to give me.
Of
Mm,
course. Of
facts.
course.
That's all. That's all.
That's the only way it need to be though.
Right.
That's the only way it need to
Unfiltered
be
and
though.
raw.
What Ti said, and if you don't understand that, you don't understand English.
Listen, I ain't gonna talk about Ti because that nigga don't know English himself. That nigga just be that nigga just be making up shit.
This man said
Expeditiously.
expeditiously though.
Expeditiously.
Saying real words sometimes.
Sometimes.
So
him,
He
him,
make it sound good.
him and Stephen A. Smith don't need to be in the same room having
Not
a
bruh,
Stephen A.
conversation.
I
They
swear.
don't even need to be in the room
You
having this.
play
But I
too
was just
much.
watching the Stephen A. Smith interview, and I was like, "Nah, I'm done. I turned it off,
Blasphemy.
bro."
It is blasphemy what they're doing out here. Nah, man, but yeah, we just having a good conversation, catching up. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Some of the topics that we have, starting off, of course, we want to come to Bree first, see what she got on her mind. But the first topic we want to discuss on this podcast is: do women's feelings matter more than men? What you think about that? Looking forward. He
I'm
ready
over
for
him already.
it.
I'm
Nah,
over him
for
already.
Boy, like,
We ain't even got it started.
Mm.
I'm over him already.
so I don't think women's feelings matter more. I think the way people go about it is what makes women feelings more open. Like I don't think it matters more at all. I think just the way people handle situations is what makes it more like, yeah, she and her feelings. Like what I mean is if a girl in her feelings, right, she gonna cry, she gonna fuss, she gonna yell, she gonna show that her feelings is hurt. And people react to that. Like people have sympathy towards that. Most guys, like, and it's just probably the way that they grew up. Like most guys have that, oh, I'm gonna have my feelings, type thing. So people don't really think about it. Or you have guys who, like Joe, who you really gotta like poke at to really get to see what they really feel, and then they let it
Cause
out.
y'all like that.
But by that time, after all the poking, I'm tired. I don't give a damn what you talking about now. Like I've been trying to
First of
work on you for
all,
2 weeks. It shouldn't take me 2 weeks to figure out how
first,
you feel.
first of all,
Here we go.
don't put my business out here on the podcast.
Yeah. I knew it was coming for it.
what you got to say, Joe?
He ain't got
Here
to
we
say
go.
shit because it's real.
I
Take
really
No.
wanted to go back. I was like, nah,
Well, you
Bree,
know what? We need to have Bree on episodes more often. You ain't got shit to say.
Because it's real, because it's true. I don't think women feelings matter more. They just express it more. So that way they get not even all the time what they need. They just get that attention. Like it's expected for women to show their emotions. And that's why a lot of people and a lot of relationships, me personally, didn't last because I'm not that person. Like I can't I can't express and give because you never know how somebody gonna carry that. So that's just like me and school. We can talk and have conversations for hours, but it's not a pity conversation. Like if I cry, if I get sad, if he gets sad, it's not a pity conversation because I'm not looking for your pity. I'm looking for your clarity. Like I'm looking to vent, I'm looking to get it out. So I don't think it matters more at all. Sometimes honestly, I think the guy feeling needs to be taken a little bit more into consideration because with guys, you don't know how much they're actually holding in.
I'm sorry, Ford is a fucking trip in this corner,
Force
bro.
it.
I can't. I need to
Yeah.
stop looking at him, bro.
No, but for
You
real,
gotta
like
tune him out, man.
yeah,
Tune him out.
that's right, Durant. I don't even pay attention to Ford.
Don't look at him.
Oh, she's speaking facts. She's speaking facts.
Crying, laughing.
yeah, no, because that's true though. Like, and that is something that I've learned like from my husband. You never know really how much he's holding in. So, they said the silent person in the room is always the one you need to look out for.
Watch out
And
now.
when it comes to feelings, okay, because you that person. When it comes to feelings, that's something that I think we need to take more into consideration because, like I said, guys don't express themselves. They go days, weeks, months in their feelings and don't say anything. They just like get over stuff, but they hold it in. So I think we may need to start paying attention a little bit more to how guys feel.
But I think that's also like
But
that's
again, I can't take 2 weeks trying to figure out what was wrong with you the other day.
no.
Hey, but you
That's
can't. You
fact.
can't say that because women. Nah, women, yeah, they don't even say shit. They don't be telling you the
Yeah.
full fucking story about what's wrong with them.
I
And
will
you
say this:
have to
women
do a
will walk
fucking
around.
jigsaw
Women
puzzle
will walk
trying to figure
around and
that shit out.
stew. They will walk around and stew for weeks on some shit you did the other day, and
See,
you be
yeah.
like, but then this is where the problem comes into play. Is when
That's
the
true.
blow up happens. Now you blowing up on
Yeah.
because I forgot to put the toilet seat down. But that's not even what you mad at. You mad
No,
about
I'm mad because I keep constantly have to tell you to put the toilet seat down. It
on
No.
ain't
top
that
of
hard,
Nah,
on
baby.
that
top of
that
something
that was
else.
that's not the real issue. Yeah, that's not the real issue. You
Yeah,
mad
you know?
off of some shit that he did like probably like a month or something ago. You still holding
I
on to
And
was
you
that
waiting
shit.
to blow up.
Yeah,
You waiting to blow up.
you just waiting on
Yeah.
that moment.
Now, and you know what? The other day you got out the car and you left the damn groceries in the car and the ice cream melted. And now you got this long list of stuff
You
I
know,
did. And I was like, I
this
thought
how
we
you
was
know he didn't did
good.
this before.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah, that's
honestly,
personal. That's personal.
that's
no,
personal.
no,
A little deep, a little
Look,
specific.
I was gonna get personal. I said, nah, I don't
honestly,
need to get that deep.
No, don't you get deep there.
I don't need
Please
to get
don't get
deep.
deep. Not on here. We'll
nah,
talk after.
honestly, I don't know. I nip stuff. I'm pretty open. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if it's something wrong, we're gonna talk
You
about it.
open to what?
I'm about to say
To
open
the
to
other
what? I've
person's
known
feelings.
you for years, man. I didn't know you
Oh.
be that
I'm
open.
more okay. Let me
Lord.
correct it. I'm more open to the other person's feelings. But
Oh, all right.
opening up is it's like a feeling of weakness. So it's like I don't want you to know I'm over here stressing because I'm gonna feel vulnerable. That's all what it is. It's the
But
male
why are
ego.
you in a yeah, and I understand it, but why are you in a relationship with this person, especially when it becomes extended relationships, if you still
Come
don't want
on.
to feel vulnerable?
Come
If
on.
you
Come
still
on,
don't want to
somebody.
give that person your all, like be in a
Come on.
relationship, like, and I know we get
Come
into the
on,
marriage
Pastor.
topic next,
Come
but
on. Come on, Pastor. Come on, Pastor.
Preach,
I'm loving
girl,
this right now.
preach.
I'm loving this right now. Come on.
shut
This is why I
up.
wanted to be on the episode. I had to be here for this shit.
When you're in a relationship and it's an extended relationship, like,
Uh-huh.
why are you in that relationship if you're not prepared or not going to prepare yourself to be that for that person? Because girls or women, we need that vulnerability. Like, we can't, like, yeah, we don't want you crying around being a little bitch all the time, but we
See,
need
that's
to
messed up.
no,
No, because I'm gonna
that's
cry.
not messed
I'm
up.
gonna cry. I'm
Yo,
gonna
But
cry.
that's fine because I need to see what you're passionate about. I need to see that
But
this
why
is what you're
your
upset for.
tear came out?
No, I'm not saying that. See, that's your problem because you're not listening.
Oh,
You
oh,
just said
oh,
I don't
What
oh.
want you
I'm
crying
saying
Come
a
on.
is,
little bit.
I don't want you
I
crying
love it.
all the time. Like, nobody
I love
wants
it.
that, whether it's male or female. Joe, you don't want your girl crying to you all day, every day.
I mean, that's true, but
Boom. That's all I'm
I'm just
saying.
a crybaby.
That's all I'm saying though. You don't want your girl crying to you all day. Every day she crying about something. We don't want guys crying every day about something. But we do want you to trust us enough and trust our relationship and be involved in our relationship enough to open up and tell me that you in your feelings today.
But what if when
That's
I
all
open
that
up, I'm gonna
is.
start crying? But now I can't open up because
Ain't
once I
nothing
start
wrong with you
because once you
crying
cry, you'll
because you want to know
but
what?
now you already call me a bitch.
No. Because once you cry, now I want to love on you.
No, he gonna breathe. He gonna breathe. I start crying. He gonna breathe. He go crying again. God.
right.
No,
Bray,
but
Bray is
here's
not the
no,
typical female.
and here go.
She gonna tell you. She gonna
I
tell
give
you.
you that one. But here's another thing. Going back to what we said from the beginning. If you opened up more and said how you felt more, you wouldn't get so worked up that once we opened up and talked and communicated that you would cry because you wouldn't have that much built up inside of you.
That is true.
Okay, boom. Next.
No, I can't.
I
Damn.
don't like being on the
Damn. Yeah.
podcast. We gotta have an
Yeah.
argument. And
Yeah.
I
I
don't have
love
no
it. I love
argument.
it. No. I love
to
it. I love it. I'm loving all of this.
Directing.
nah
I'm loving
Scoop,
all of this
to
right
Derek,
here.
what do you think?
to I do want to agree with that last point that Bree just said.
I'm
'Cause I
loving
think
this shit, man.
at the end of the day, all your feelings need to be communicated and it need to be understood. You know what I'm saying? You
Expressed.
really,
Understood.
You know,
you really need to
listen.
shut the fuck up, Rand. Um,
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I love
honestly,
this shit right here.
honestly, you really need to take the time to really understand why that person feel that way. I know
Right.
sometimes you do have to kind of like step outside of yourself and
Right.
see,
If from
you
their
know,
point of
see it,
view.
yeah, exactly, see from their point of view, see what they're actually seeing, and then you can make adjustments to better the relationship. And honestly, you can make adjustments to better yourself as well, because
Right.
you're not just growing to have a better relationship, but
You
those
need to grow
that development
in
going to help
as
in
your
other
person.
aspects. Yeah, exactly, in other aspects as
Right.
well. Um,
And you
but
also need to be able to listen and take I don't want to necessarily call it criticism, but like constructive criticism. Like you need to be able to listen and understand, like, I feel this way because you did XYZ. And you need to be able to take it and go on with it. Like you can't just get mad or shut down, which is something I used to do. Like I'll get mad and shut down and we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Like it don't matter what you say, it don't matter what we talking about because I don't hear it no more. So in order for a relationship to grow and you to grow and get better, you got to be able to retain that information, even if it's something that you don't want to hear.
let me
Put your
all right,
motherfucking hand there.
Joe, what you got to say? Joe, shut the fuck up, Rand. Joe, what you got to say?
I agree with you. I also disagree with you.
Here we go.
Ah,
He got a point to argue. Oh
Yeah,
God.
because I
That's
think
Joe.
that
It's Joe. It would be Joe if he didn't.
I thought
I
maybe
do
we
look. I
had
do have a
somebody to shut
disagreement.
his ass down,
and it
but
wouldn't be Bree if I wasn't ready to shut that ass down. Go,
hey, let me tell you
Joe.
something. If me and Bree don't get anything, we don't win at it in a debate.
Go
Nah,
ahead, Joe.
Fran thought Bree was gonna get on this episode and shut me up. No. Mm-mm.
not
Nah.
yet anyway.
Durant, just hold
You
on. I'm coming home.
All right, so
I look,
I
I
agree
got
with
all
you
the
and I
faith in the
disagree
world.
with you. I think that
Okay.
while at the end of the day, yes, you have to be receptive of your partner's feelings. I also think that it's up to your relationship to set a safe place for feelings. Now, what I mean by that is
Absolutely. Absolutely.
if you've been working, and I mind you, you are married, you got a kid, your whole world is different now. Your priorities have shifted. You got,
Completely.
it's you don't got time for no bullshit. Now your
No.
husband comes in, he talking about some. I mean, I don't want to say anybody's feelings is dumb shit, but it's been a couple of times, niggas, you don't care. I'm like, oh, that's some dumb shit. This nigga crying about nothing.
Right.
And then you spazzing on him because you don't take care of all your priorities all day. You're tired. You ready for some calm and cool. Here he come raising hell about some dumb shit, and then now you like the fuck, nigga. So like now y'all going at it.
Right.
It's a good time. It's a good point to be receptive of your person's feelings, but your person has got to understand that you are your own person too. I
Right.
don't got time to baby your feelings all the time. I don't got time to listen. And sometimes, nigga, I be tired. I be moving. I don't got time to be the Joe that you need me to be right now. But we can have this conversation at a later point, and we can have this conversation at a point where I can be receptive of you. Now, that's up to you and your partner to determine those times in that situation. Because you got to realize at the end of the day, I think the problem with relationships is that we try to be so perfect for the other person while we ignore the fact that we humans ourselves. I ain't gonna be
Amen.
perfect. I'll be short fused as hell. Y'all know my patience is this thin, so I don't
Oh my
have it.
If that.
God.
I don't
Like
If
that.
got
that.
it.
Like
But
that.
I'm learning like, all right, you come to me, you tell me about something. You're right. Sometimes I gotta shut up and take my L. Sometimes I gotta stand up for what I believe in, knowing when to choose those battles and making sure that space is safe. So that way, when we do have problems, you can come to me and talk to me. It's just as important as whether whose feelings are more important or not. Because if I don't feel safe enough to come to you and be vulnerable, the question is going to stop being, is it me or is it you? Because if you coming at me being hostile all the time, I got a problem. But you might be hostile because you're tired. You might be hostile because you don't work 12 hours. You might be hostile because you don't do X, Y, and Z all day, and now you got to come deal with this shit. And all you want to do is go to bed.
So your statement is a little contradicting.
Okay.
It's a little contradicting because on one hand you saying we got to have that safe space and we
Mm-hmm.
got to be able to come to each other and talk about how we feel, but then you're saying we have to choose, we got to make sure the time is right.
It's not that black and white. You got to realize your relationship is your
Now
own.
I get what you're saying. I really get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Like if you know you're not in the mood and you can't be who your partner needs, then yeah, you just need to be like, babe, I don't think this is gonna work
Yeah.
tonight. give me a minute, let me take a shower or something like that. So I understand that, but saying we got to wait until a later date or something like that, that is also kind of ignoring that person's feelings. Like,
No,
what if I've been home all
not
day?
putting it off that long. Like I mean, like I said, every relationship is different. If y'all
Yeah,
discuss, if you comfortable, if your partner's comfortable, like, all right, you're right. Today's not the day. We'll talk about it tomorrow. That's their relationship.
right.
But I'm saying
And I
like,
think the person, I agree with what you're saying, because I do think that the person that is feeling some type of way kind of still has to have that consideration of their partner saying,
yes.
like, oh, okay, he ain't
Mhm.
in the mood, I'm gonna chop it up and just wait because it really ain't that important. So
Yeah.
that part I completely understand. I get it. I think the way you just worded it was fucked up.
Yeah, nigga,
Nah,
I don't feel like dealing with your shit today. Go ahead. I'll deal with you tomorrow.
nah.
Like,
I wanna like switch it up. I wanna like switch it up a little bit. Like we talking, I think we're talking the way it should be, right?
Right.
We're talking the way it should be, but let's talk about like what we see in
Oh,
general.
child.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Let's
what
talk
we
about
see is
what we
what Joseph would
see.
say, hey, fuck you, I don't have the time.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Cause
that
Catch me
shit.
when I feel
That's
like
what
it.
that's what we see.
what
Yeah, yeah.
what you feel about the saying happy wife, happy life?
Happy
I
spouse,
agree.
happy house.
I ain't gonna hold you. I agree with it.
You agree with
I
it?
agree
Listen,
with it.
This might be
I
a
think
debate
that
episode.
No, look, I'm telling you, happy spouse,
I
happy
joke.
house.
I ran. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say your piece.
Instead of the whole happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. Because if both of y'all are happy, your house gonna be happy. Why you gotta narrow it down to just one?
that is
Right.
true.
mm,
But as a wife, I will let you know that a wife can single-handedly fuck up your whole month.
Oh shit.
let me tell you something.
Now,
I ain't in the marriage, and I completely agree with everything Bree just said. I'll be like, damn.
I ain't married yet, but that's true.
What you got to say for
Oh.
Oh god.
it?
He ain't got nothing.
so
He ain't
listen,
got nothing.
and this is what I
See
mean
the
by that. This is what I mean by that.
See, I'm a different breed.
As a wife,
I disagree.
now let me tell you. So I agree that it should be happy spouse, happy house. I 100% agree with that. But what I'm telling you is, I think, and this is from my experiences, this is things that me and my husband has talked about, and like we still talk about it. You never really know, and this is a meme I seen on Facebook, but it's real shit. You never really know how hard somebody's rocking for you until they stop. With a wife, there's so many things that a wife does just because we're women. Like it's just a woman thing. I'm not saying guys are dirty or anything like that, but like for me, my house has to be clean. I cannot sit here all day. I work from home, so I cannot sit here all day in a dirty house. Like I'm hungry. Okay, I'm on this diet, y'all, and I'm starving. So when I'm ready to eat, I'm hungry. Like I'm cooking. I cook dinner. My husband is in the military, so there's so many things that I do in the house all day while he's not here. You get what I'm saying? Like I wash clothes, I put them up, like I cook dinner, I take care of the baby all day, I work from home, I make sure our finances is good. We double check you pay this, and this. All right, boom, just going in to save it. Like there's a lot of shit that a wife does just off of instinct. And y'all know me. This was not me. Okay. But now that I'm in this role and I'm in this position, there's a lot of shit that I do just because of like instinct, and I'm the wife, and this is the what I've seen the women do, like in my life and me growing up. If I was to press pause, once I get pissed off, it's an issue. You hear me? It's an issue. Can you imagine not having no clean work clothes
mm,
and you got to go to work that day?
mm.
Can you imagine
You talking about dinner?
working 12 hours? But can you imagine like working, coming home after working 12 hours and then having to cook your own dinner?
Oh, that's
And,
hurtful.
and, and full blown cooked dinner, like nothing is out. I ain't de-thought nothing. I ain't got nothing, nothing. or having to order your food every day when we got a refrigerator full of groceries, a pantry full of Can you imagine eating sandwiches, hot dogs, and chips every night because you and pissed your wife off and she not cooking?
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's
Look,
so many, it's so and I'm not saying men can't do for themselves because some guys would be like, fuck it, you mad? I'm in the kitchen wrist twisting like a stir fry. However, after you and been up, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, and you don't work the full day, and then you come back home, you ain't trying full blown cook nothing every day.
Hey,
And I've been at home,
hey.
and when you get home, I'm sitting like this.
Let me tell you
I,
something. I completely agree with you, Brie. I don't piss Shonda off before, and Shonda stopped cooking dinner.
Yes,
She was like,
you
no.
hurt when you don't cook.
I was like,
Don't cook for a week.
I said, we're not having. I ain't eating before I came over here. We're not eating.
Not eating nothing. You better
I'm
order
saying right
something.
now,
You ain't stop and get you nothing on the way home.
ain't nothing more scary than hearing pots and pans slam in the kitchen when dinner's supposed to be cooking.
And they
I
empty.
don't know what the fuck going on up in there.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm single.
I was tripping.
Oh my God.
You better run about that house. That's all I'll tell you.
I'm telling you.
Nah,
Lord, somebody,
nah.
please find this man
Look,
something.
Joe, can you
look.
imagine Peaches being mad? Who
I
eating?
imagine, nigga, I live in this reality.
Who eating?
I don't
Who
see.
eating?
No, I have seen moms.
Can you imagine Nan being mad? Who eating?
I have seen literally living in the house with 2 women. I have seen the house shut down. I have seen the
Yeah,
house shut down so bad that you can't walk through this motherfucker.
it's
Bad.
quiet.
Air is thick.
You hear a church mouse.
I'm gonna tell you right now. That's why I agree with that statement.
The
Because
only thing you doing is drinking water and
and I
praying.
ain't doing that because the water in the kitchen, I gotta go in the kitchen. So that means I gotta climb out through the window, go through the front, sneak through yeah, it's a whole process, man.
Listen, now I agree that it should be happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah,
I
bad.
agree.
I'm bullshitting.
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
But that's
Yeah,
But
look.
as a wife,
No, I understand all of that. Like,
a wife will shut a
uh,
household down.
not just a wife, just a black woman in general. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect them so fucking
That's
much,
it.
just for everything that they do. But
Bro.
That's it.
but
Because when you
talking about
stop, when you stop, when you have that week where you like, yeah, I ain't doing it. By that weekend, it's a whole different house. I promise.
But I think
but like Bree was saying, it's like of course it's different for each household. Of course,
Right.
everybody has their certain roles that they play in that
Hmm.
household. Um, but I just don't like that statement just because it's one sided. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think it's one-sided though, because I ain't never seen an unhappy wife mess up a house. I mean, unless she was like ain't shit.
That's it. Say it again, Joseph, for the
But
single
I have never
Derek
heard a story.
Robinson.
I have
it's a
been
lot
good
of ain't shit
friends with,
women out here too.
but
It
that's
is a
true.
lot of ain't
But
shit
we're not talking
women.
about them because they was
Bring them
already
up.
they were happy and good. They not
We ain't talking about ain't shit women because they ain't shit. You said it in your
exactly,
statement. They ain't shit. We're talking about good
bro.
women, good, faithful, honest women.
Bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Like Joe said, you've never found a
I've
happy
never
wife,
seen.
and
I mean, yeah,
go,
the
Joe.
statement sounds one-sided, but my thing is, if she happy, you good. Because if she happy, she cooking, she cleaning, she doing everything you need her to do. All you gotta do is come home and do some manly shit every once in a while.
Take out the trash.
You know, I
You
mean,
know.
that's just my. And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think there's ever been a time where, like, and me personally, that I've seen my household happy and shit just went bad.
No, not right. Exactly.
I have seen them be happy and some shit went bad, and this black
And you
woman
fix it.
fixed it, and it was crazy. You were like, oh shit, like if you wasn't there, you'd never know something wrong.
You never knew.
I
Because
think
black women have this thing that like when it's go time, well, not all black women, but it's this thing that when it's go time, it's go time. But nobody need to know that it's go time but us. And by the time you realize what happened, it's already been done. It's already been taken care of. It's a hustle. It's a mentality that, like me, for my baby, for my daughter, there's nothing that I won't do.
Right.
Nothing.
I think when it comes to that statement, this is just my perspective on the statement. This is reason why I don't like the statement is just because I feel like it's one sided. Just because we know a lot of like old heads. We know like
Hmm.
we know what they really like. They try to teach the young generation.
Definitely.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't provide for that woman. You shouldn't provide for your family. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is when I say that, I feel like it's one sided because I feel like I look at that as life and like
Like, what if the
friendships and
man
everything like
isn't
that.
happy?
Why exactly? Like I'm supposed to put all my energy in making you happy. I'm supposed to put all my energy in making that other person happy. But what about me? Why
Ooh, that's deep.
I'm not taking time for
But
myself
if
to make
you
myself happy. If I'm not happy, how can I make somebody else happy?
but if you
You know what I'm
put
saying?
but when you're in a relationship, this is just me personally. When you're in a relationship, you gotta. I mean, you involving yourself with a whole other person. Like you gotta. Like I think half the struggle in a relationship is learning how to put somebody else's feelings above yours. And I'm not saying that your feelings aren't validated because, you know, as a
But
man,
it's
I feel like our feelings are just as validated as a woman's. However, I feel like that also it's sometimes that when we say that line, we think of it as we always got to sacrifice. But if I'm pouring happiness into your cup, you motherfucking better be pouring back into mine.
right.
Because if you're not
A
pouring
hundred
back into
percent.
mine, I'm out. Why am I here? Why am
Right.
I making you happy? That's where I think that saying comes from. Like, but
Right.
that does not mean that you walk around unhappy and unsatisfied. That's your responsibility as a duty to yourself to make sure that you're good. But that does not mean that you shouldn't be like that. Like I
Making
just
sure
feel,
that yourself is good. It's
yeah.
And
not
we
you putting, it's not putting you yourself on the back burner to make sure that this person is happy. It's making sure that y'all are equally happy.
And
Like going back to what we were saying, like in the beginning, if you're not prepared to give your all to somebody and them give it back, you have no reason being in a relationship.
but
You should not be with nobody.
a lot of times, Bree, when we say give all, we thinking of the positives. That's not true. When
No,
you
yeah, you gotta give them. You
gotta
gotta
give them that
accept that
negative.
negative too.
That means
Yeah,
to make sure that you good, you got to go to them like, look, man, like, look, babe, I got a problem. Like, this I got a problem with this, and this. Establishing that safe space, utilizing that space and that opportunity to make sure that you're good. Because
right,
if you're not doing that, that's a duty to yourself.
right.
Like,
That's
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
dub.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Joseph Tony is not
I'm.
hell to the no. You better pull back into this cup and you better make sure it overflow.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I mean, it's the happy wife. And then here's my process. Women are nurturers. Women are take care ofers. Women are doers. It's just something that is put in us, you know. So the saying "happy wife, happy life" is because she's getting what she needs, what she deserves, what she wants. And you're definitely getting what you need, what you deserve, what you want, because it's already established in us. It's already built in us to
but I don't
take
hit it.
care of you,
I don't hear
to
that too much though. I
why
always hear like what the woman need. I never hear really a conversation about what the men
I
need.
bet you hear that from an ain't shit person.
What you talking about the woman?
No, I'm saying I bet you hear those. You got to talk to the right folks about the right things. You can't have certain conversation with certain people because mentally they not on the level that you need.
Oh, I already know that.
Ooh.
So those conversations that you have, and yeah, I don't care, I don't give a damn. Happy International Women's Day. Um, you gotta have these conversations with people who are mentally in that space that can say, "I'm happy and my husband is happy and my daughter's happy and my house is happy because we're giving each other what we need. I don't expect for him to give me what I need if I'm not giving it back. You're not going to have that conversation of, well, I want this and I want this and I deserve this and I deserve that with somebody who worth being a wife. You feel me knocking?
Then let me in.
Jeez, yeah, I'm about to
I
open the
was
door.
about to say, I was about to
I'm
say,
gonna
let
open
it
the door.
in. Let
Just let
it
me
I'm
in.
gonna
in.
open the door. Damn it.
Let me in.
Yeah.
Anybody who is like happily married deserves to be a wife, a good woman. You're never going to hear that conversation of I want, I want, I want, I want, I want, I need, I need, I need, I need, I need, because he needs just as much as I do.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, my brother, I think you just been having the wrong conversation with the wrong folks.
Oh, I
Next.
don't
Amen.
have these conversations. I'm just
Amen.
talking in
And
general.
that's the
Amen.
problem. That's the
Amen.
real problem
I don't
too.
have these
Because
conversations.
you're not ready to have certain conversations yourself.
We have these
That's why you
conversations all the
don't have them.
time.
Hey,
That's why you
Brad,
don't.
it's time to go.
What?
Hey,
Who don't
no.
have these
Hey, Joe.
conversations?
Hey, Joe.
Look,
I ain't going no motherfucking way. I want to
look.
see this.
Who don't
Hey,
have
look.
these
Ain't nobody
Brad,
going nowhere.
conversations?
log off.
Look, no, no, no,
I
no,
have
no,
these,
no, no,
look,
no.
I have these
Hell no.
conversations all the time. But
Listen,
I
it be
got
the females that really don't want to have these
front
conversations with
row,
me.
Because
front
you
fucking
deal with
row.
ancient females.
Mm-hmm.
And
What was
Woo.
it? What was the last? This
that's
is
a
the first
majority.
time. It.
Come on.
This
Come
is
on
the
with it.
first
Come on.
time me
Yes.
and Scoot has had like a marriage like conversation.
And it's what a wonderful
Like,
time to have it. Come on. Yes.
yeah,
Thank you.
it's a wonderful time to have it. But like this,
Look at
like
the time.
now, me and
Where you
Scoot
going?
has had
Two
some real
motherfuckers.
personal, like in depth, in detail relationship, conversations. And yes, it's very obvious that I'm a different, breed.
But you right. I mean, of course, the females I pick, whatever. You can say they ain't. I ain't gonna say they ain't shit. I do appreciate my past, whatever. But
Cause you learn.
our conversations that we had, you know what I bring to the table.
Right, definitely.
You know my mentality and everything like
Definitely.
that. And you know these
And I
females that I dealt with too.
I definitely do think your most recent pass was a very big step up, and I really appreciated seeing that growth in you. I will just say that.
Amen. Amen.
I
Amen.
think I think that was a I think that was a growing situation. I think that did
Yeah.
you a lot of good. Um
Dick, I
just
think
because of where you were and the type of females you had dealt with, I think that was very needed.
Facts.
Derek, that your next is gonna have to be someone that pours a little bit more into your cup. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, don't think that there's something wrong with you or that there's the issue with you.
And this is not going to be turning into an intervention
Oh
here
no, no,
either.
no. Listen,
I'm just gonna throw this out right now. This is not where the conversation is going.
I
Hey,
So
hey,
agree,
hey, hey, Derek.
but
not here.
where
Hey, Derek.
listen,
They was
but
gonna set your ass dead in the middle,
Look,
dog.
look, I
hey,
look,
we
right?
look.
hey,
I'll
we
push the
finally
pause
got
on this
this man
motherfucker quick and
somewhere.
cut this
Wait, we
shit
gonna
off.
do this.
Said we'll pick back up tomorrow,
No,
motherfucker.
I just
Episode part 2. Goddamn.
But I definitely agree with where Joe is going. If
I
I
think
think
Nah,
he's
I'm
going where
listening.
he's
I'm
going,
listening.
I have to
I
pour a little bit
definitely
more into
agree.
the
I'm
cup.
listening. I was just
And I
fucking with him.
think nah, but I mean, I think that's how it was for me. Like I had to see
Ugh.
more than what you get because like you get accustomed to seeing stuff, and when you get accustomed, you start thinking, all right, the next one gonna be like this, the next one gonna be
All
like.
right.
When you start putting
Because
yourself all up and guarding yourself, you gonna have to have someone to pour just a little bit more into your cup.
to
And
show you that they not
Just a
like the
tad
rest.
bit.
All right.
I'm not like the
Yeah, just
fuck.
a tad bit.
I'm a little
Just a
bit
tad.
better,
Right.
blah 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 X Y and Z. I got my, and that's just me. Like
Yeah,
I'm glad.
definitely.
I'm glad you said that because that's a good segue into our next topic.
I be doing that. I be
Good.
transitioning.
Look, we're gonna
Um.
transition and hit that mute button too. I'm just saying.
You can go
Now,
because
our
I don't
next.
like your mood.
I think Bree touched on it a little bit in the previous topic, but the next one is: do women get hurt more or just express it more than men?
Nah, men get hurt more facts. Men get hurt more facts. The male ego fragile as fuck. I don't give a fuck what no one says. I'm a baby. I ain't got no
Definitely.
problem admitting it.
You
I'm
definitely.
soft. Like
Definitely a Nana's baby. Definitely a Nana's boy.
hmm. Hey, let
Definitely a
alone
Nana's boy.
spoiled.
So spoiled, only
I'm the
boy, baby of the family. Even when C came in, him and C just had to get along because Otherwise, him
I'm
and Sia be fighting to this day. Like,
my toes getting stepped on. 'Cause I'm the
listen,
only child, only boy. Jesus.
No, Duran, Joe is a baby.
Nah,
Do you not know
yeah,
who I am?
Joe, I don't
nah,
know.
Rand, yeah.
Duran,
Rand is my
Joe,
boys too.
fragile.
Rand is my
I'm
boy
talking
too.
about Glad.
but you're saying, but Scoot, hold on, Joe. You're saying Duran is a mama's boy. Okay. Joe got Nan.
She about to just go in on Joe.
Joe got Plum. Was she a little rougher, but she still giving what she want? Joe got Peaches and whatever girl Joe with at that time. Okay. You gotta be,
Damn.
you gotta be a special type of woman because Joe is a baby. Like, and it really makes it's devilish though, because
I do
it
I do want to say Joe can't. I just want to put out the Joe can't be a little sensitive.
yes, and it makes it
You
like
can,
it's
bro. You can, bro. I just want to put it out there, bro. I just want to
listen,
put it out there.
Joe
Cause
getting
you
his
not look
feelings so
when we first
quick
started this podcast, Joe got mad at me off the
Oh, I was
off
just
craziest
like,
rip.
shit.
fuck this nigga dead. I said, oh, this nigga dead.
Look, cause we
Just
all
met.
listen. This, all right, we gonna go back to the topic, but let's look.
Okay.
We all pitted up like we when we first started this podcast, we had like the quote of the week, and we all was gonna send a 30-second to a minute video about the quote and expanding on it, giving inspiration, giving motivation to
Right.
That
people.
damn cartoon shit.
Everybody sent me that video. Here come Joe sending me a picture with the monkey filter on his face. Joe, I'm not posting this. Joe,
And I bet he got tight, boy.
oh,
I
Joe
bet he
was
was.
mad. Joe was mad as fuck. Rand posted it. I didn't post it.
Yeah, but
Listen,
it wasn't that I got mad about it. It was
Joe,
like
what you get?
Dad was like, nah, we ain't posting this. Like he was like this before he was president. He was big stepper. I'm like, hold on, nigga, who you stepping to?
Doing the shit.
But
You got that right.
what you expect for him to be like? Oh no, Joe, I'm sorry, can't you? No, nigga, we not posting
Bruh,
it.
But look,
yes.
just imagine. Say we had a clip on YouTube, or so. Say we had 1 million followers,
And the
and
fucking monkey face come on.
I edit this video. It's a serious ass video, motivational people. People are getting motivated to go out and do a lot in the world just
And the
because of this
monkey
goddamn
popped up.
video. We go from me, we go from Rand, we go from Ford, and here come Joe goddamn ass with a monkey
Okay.
picture, messing up the whole goddamn mood
I
because
understand.
he didn't have a haircut.
Yeah, nigga, I won't post about no haircut.
Haircut.
Yeah.
That's when quarantine first started. Nigga.
Everybody was rough.
Not me.
Fuck it. Back to
So when it comes to Joe, it really take a special and a different type of person to successfully date Joe because it's very tricky, right? And what I can't, I don't, it's very devilish. It's very like manipulating. And I say
his
that
face just looked
because,
devilish.
yeah, but I say that because he's very sweet. He's very passionate.
But he ain't shit.
He's very caring.
Boost this
But
motherfucking
he
head,
ain't,
man.
no. Wait a minute. Just hold on. I'm coming home.
This is where it all goes downhill.
But he's an asshole. He is spoiled.
Joe is the biggest
He
asshole
is
of them all.
sensitive. He is
Uh,
emotional, and he has no problem telling you what Nan gonna do. He has no problem telling you what Peaches has done. He has no problem letting you know that you're laughing. This is not cool. This is not a cool point. He has no problem with letting you know that you are not number one in his life.
I have no
There
problem.
is no problem. I'm telling y'all, no matter how sweet he is, no matter how sensitive he is, caring, all that stuff,
Me and Bree.
his priorities will always make you know. You will always know you're not gonna come before Nan. You're not gonna come before C. Damn sure ain't coming before Peaches. You might got a chance with Plum, but overall, no. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's very just it's manipulating because you have this person, and this is why I disagree with his statement. Like, yes, his ego is fragile, and so he does get hurt probably more, but his reaction to his initial hurt is horrible.
How the fuck we get on
Look,
this intervention about
we
Joe?
look. I'm about
It's
to look. I was about to
horrible.
say we got on. Do women get hurt
Well,
more
fuck
to,
it.
to
Yo, let's
Joe
go,
being
man.
hurt?
It's horrible,
Nah.
y'all.
Oh
Like,
shit.
honestly, it takes a special,
Oh,
mentally strong type of woman to
Bro,
successfully
I
date
have
Joseph
listen.
Devontae
me
Tony.
and me and Bree have
Hot damn.
like back in the
Okay.
day.
The whole name.
And that is no cap.
I'm really
Damn.
enjoying this
I had to put
episode.
me
I
out.
Well,
I I, I love this
well.
episode. My
No,
favorite
bro,
episode.
Hey,
me and
listen.
Bree,
Hey,
like back
Ford.
in
Listen.
the day,
Hey,
I would be like,
hey, I'm here
yo,
with you, brother.
this girl over
Yes.
here wild and she this, she that, and Bree would be like, Joe, no, and it'd be like, I'd be like,
What?
no,
No. You gonna tell me no? Yes, nigga, no. Well, I'm
no,
gonna call. Well, you going over there because Peach is over there.
yeah,
Okay.
but the
No,
reason,
but go
but go
ahead.
ahead, no, I'm done, no, I'm done.
I was saying I agree with Joe just because I do think men get hurt more. I think females just express it way more than men do. And I say that because niggas really be hurt out here. Niggas do really
Right.
be hurt out here. But
But your
hold
reaction.
a lot of shit in. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even,
they don't really talk about it. And
but
it's
you
not
know,
just go ahead.
no, go.
No, I was just saying like they don't really be hurt just from female. They be hurt from just life in general. Cause niggas just put
I agree.
a lot of fucking pressure on themselves just from what
I agree.
society expect them to be. You got everybody and a mama trying to tell you what a man's supposed to be, but when a man try to tell a woman what they supposed to be, it's a whole problem. You know what I'm saying? But they still men still try to live up to these expectations that everybody put
Has
on
been
them.
instilled right
You know
from
what
the
I'm saying?
beginning.
And they do that, and that's why I just feel like men is really hurt out here. You know what I'm saying? And I see it all the time. Women bash men on the internet all the fucking time. Men ain't shit. Men ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I feel on it.
Uh-oh.
Joe, go. Joseph. Ford. Ford.
Answer your favorite
Ford.
question.
That's everything
No,
that
I
happened.
ain't got.
Forward.
You go ahead. Go ahead. You.
Ford, my traveling angel. Go.
Right.
Ah.
Yo, I'm sorry, Bree gotta be on another
And
podcast,
and then
dog.
another point is like they go through this
Oh
shit.
boy.
They go through this shit and they don't necessarily. Well, of course we do. I'm just talking in general, but a lot of people go through the shit. A lot of guys go through shit alone. You know what I'm saying? They don't supposed to show a side of weakness. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. That's why they hold shit in because they
I think
supposed to
that's
be
bullshit.
it is bullshit. But
Like,
that's like the reality of it. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
We supposed to be the
So
strong person. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's bullshit. I think that's trash. I agree with you on certain points. I do agree. Ooh, you got me hot with that one. So I
Sometimes we gotta let
agree.
Talk your shit then.
that.
I agree with the aspect of men and guys are under a lot of pressure of like being told from a young age that this is what you're supposed to do, this is how you're supposed to act, this is how you're supposed to be. I feel like that's bullshit because
Oh God.
you are overall the only person that control how you are.
Mm.
Period. If you're not willing to change that, if you're willing to hold yourself back because this is what a motherfucker that ain't got shit, that ain't successful, that ain't got the
Yeah.
only got the piss, they don't
Come on.
got the pot or the window to throw it out of,
Woo.
that's your fault.
That's the
Oh,
If
country.
you chose,
Oh my god.
listen, I don't give a
She
damn.
said,
If you choose, and I think this just goes back to our previous topics of you being comfortable, you growing, and you giving giving that person what you need, what they need, and they give you what you need. Like when Joe said you need a little bit more extra in your cup, this is that's the realest shit because you need somebody that's going to show you that you don't have to be that person. However, if you can't do shit for yourself, if you can't change and do certain things for yourself, there's nothing that nobody else is going to be able to do for you. So if you have this mindset that, oh, I need a person so they can help me grow, so they can help me do this, that, and the third, you don't need no damn body but yourself, because
It's,
you have to be able to
Shut up,
grow
Derek.
by
Don't
yourself.
think about it.
You have to be able to be a better person by yourself. You have to
Come
be
on
able
here.
to
are
break
you talking in, are you
statistics by
talking in general or
yourself.
are you talking about men?
I'm talking to you, sir.
Whoa!
You talking to
No,
me?
I'm talking about men. No, definitely, definitely open up an
I
extra
don't.
ear.
I don't.
But
I hear
I'm
that more
saying
from
just
women
in
though.
general.
I hear that more
And
from
I
women.
know it's from people in general. There's nothing that my husband can do for me I shouldn't be able to do for myself
That's how. That's what I'm saying. That's how
at
it should
all.
be.
But at all. And
Look at
that's
that.
why, but that's why I said you can't get into a relationship expecting for people to fill voids and to uplift you up and upgrade you, because you got to be able to do that by yourself. I'm never gonna let a I'm that like you said, you know what you bring? I bring the motherfucking table, I bring the chairs, I bring the food, I bring the silverware, and I bring the motherfucking napkins, okay?
Bring the
I
whole
bring
goddamn
You
house.
you you kind of stealing my
In the
new.
house.
Shh.
oh,
No, no, no. Keep
okay.
going. Keep going. God damn it.
I
Fuck this no
digress.
cap.
All
Find,
I'm
find a
saying
new
is,
one, damn it. Find a new one.
let me bring it back.
No,
Let me
fuck
bring
you, Ray. You found a new one. Get the new
all
one.
I'm saying is I think your statement is trash, because you have to know what works for you. You have to grow as a person. You can't let what somebody tells you, who ain't in their own
You know,
situation, ain't in their right situation, tell you to be something when it ain't even working for them.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. She over here talking that. Talking. We talking some of the realest shit. My internet ain't lag yet, boy. It's crazy over here. Hey, it's
No,
something.
for real. That's just like me asking somebody who not happy in a marriage about marriage advice. Why? Why?
that's
What
facts.
can you give?
Trash.
What do you what advice about what?
That's facts. But I think
That's like
what I
me
do.
asking
But I
somebody
would say,
who ain't good with their finances, or somebody telling me who ain't never been good with their finances how to handle my money.
but that doesn't make sense
Your shit
now.
ain't
Look,
together.
that doesn't make sense now. But when you young, you don't know who to get your advice from.
And that's why I'm saying it's a choice to stay that way. When you get older, if you knew better, you do better.
But that's why that's what I'm saying.
When
Mm.
you
That
get
doesn't that
older
doesn't that
God
and
doesn't
you
damn.
change the fact
learn,
that doesn't change the fact that men be hurt out this motherfucker more than women. that doesn't ch-
men be
that
hurt.
doesn't change the
I
fact.
forgot what the topic was, boy. I forgot what the topic.
That
He
doesn't
had to
change.
bring it back
That
around.
doesn't change the fact.
Listen,
That doesn't change the
Hey,
fact.
and
Men
Oh, we
men
all
be
been
hurt
probably
hurt.
out this.
really do get hurt. They probably really do be hurt. But the problem
Hey, look,
is,
talking about Joe done
y'all
hit his goddamn
motherfuckers,
laptop so hard his shit froze on my shit.
oh no, I just ain't moving. I just ain't moving.
listen,
Oh
the
shit.
problem is y'all get hurt more, but y'all motherfuckers are still listening to the people who ain't got shit and reacting bad
Mm.
to you being hurt, and then you hurt the female. If I hurt you, boo, tell me. Don't go out and try to hurt me twice as bad and fucking Brenda, Lakeisha,
Hey,
Tanya. Like,
hey, that's what
like
Hey,
don't go out and
don't
try
talk
to
about
hurt
auntie
me
like that.
double.
I like my
But I
auntie.
know. Like, don't go out and hurt me more, or try to play tit for tat and get back at me because you don't know how to react to your feelings initially being hurt. What if I didn't mean to hurt you? What if I did something not knowing that was going to put you in your feelings? But oh, my feelings hurt, so now I got to be a man. I'm going to go hang out with the boys. We going out, we popping bottles that you ain't got the money for, throwing ones that you need to be saving
Hey, that's me.
because you trying,
Ask Rang. I
bitch.
don't going back to the strip club no more.
Listen, you ever saying you taking trips, you going out to DC to stadium throwing money that you ain't got, like, because you want to get back at me. But
And
what
yeah,
if my
Derek, Norma
intentions
Jeans
weren't
out
meant
here.
to hurt you?
Hey, that was in my prime. That ain't no more though. That was in my prime. Though.
That's my prime.
I ain't,
So
I ain't
Oh,
I
gonna lie.
think again, back to what you saying, that's bullshit because y'all are busy listening to people who shit ain't together. You reverting
And
back instead of
and
learning how to grow.
females be listening to their friends that ain't shit either. Their
But
friends
that
done been
won't the
through 10 their
question.
friends done been through 10 relationships as well and try to talk shit
But
about
that
me.
won't the question, baby. Your question
Girl,
was
don't be with me.
But no, it is no, that's what you're saying. You saying we get our
that
advice from
won't your
people. You
question.
saying we get our advice from people. Females be getting their advice from their dumbass friends too.
Well, send them my way because I'm that one that said, leave that nigga girl and go about your life, grow, manifest, get your skin glowing, drink some water, some lemon, and moisturize good. I'm not that friend. I am not that
That's
friend,
why you
y'all.
here. That's why you here. Nigga.
I'm not that friend. Like,
But
I am that one that's like, girl, this ain't the first, second, nor the third. At this point, you hurting yourself.
right.
Let that nigga go and
I
go on with your life. I'm not that one that's like, let's go to fevers.
Bree,
No, bitch.
Bree
I got
husband,
kids.
Bree husband over there looking like what? But
Oh, really?
I love it.
but we gonna
That was a reason why I had to be here for this
I think
episode,
he
man. Because
enjoying the conversation, Joe. He ain't came
yeah.
from out the room. He was in the
I
room at
heard
first.
that.
Now he ain't came back out like,
Hey, he might have to pop. He might have to hop on the podcast another time. But we gonna uh well we gonna end this topic and we're gonna go to the last topic. Well, not the last topic, but the last one. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna start with four because four haven't said much. Yeah,
Ford ain't said nothing,
but
my
Ford ain't
traveling
said,
but
angel.
listen, nothing. No
Nathan.
sheep
I've
talking or
been
nothing.
enjoying it. She's been ministering. She's been ministering right now.
He has been
Not
ad-libbing. He has
minister.
been ad-libbing. I ain't gonna hold you.
uh,
He been throwing some words here and there.
Fuck that. He been coming
Listen.
to the camera just doing crazy shit. Okay,
Cause listen, it's
stop with
good
it.
topics, and I really think it's stuff that people need to like really think about and just talk about. Honestly, I feel like talking gets a lot of shit cleared up,
Yep,
but it's
and
hard conversations that
can't
people
hold
don't
that
want to
shit in.
have.
yeah,
Right? It's and you. I mean, at some point in your life, you just got to get the balls to have these conversations. Like, it's
Facts,
no other way. You're not going to grow any other way.
facts.
Damn, Joe shit
But
and lag. He
yeah,
dipped
I'm
off
about to
and he
say
back.
Nah. You know, ain't no privacy in this house. You gotta mute. You gotta mute it and shut the camera off because hey,
look,
they
my shit
wild
be
in this
lagging.
house.
But
hey,
the
look, we'll
last
need that shit to happen last time to happen again.
I
nah.
told you, bro. I read like the way I do my room now is completely different from before. It will never happen again.
Gotcha. But the last topic is from this generation that what we see um is
Yeah.
marriage the goal or just having a ring?
Huh?
The goal.
I don't
Meaning
know. I can't really
meaning
say for
like
myself.
meaning
Like,
like
You
nah.
said
I say
do
this
nah.
generation. You said
like
this
do
generation, right?
this
Listen,
For this
This
generation
generation.
generation, or for this generation, oh, not for me, but this
Christ.
generation, not me myself.
I told Brie, I said, girl,
You mean
get
for
married. Go get married. If he want to marry you, marry him. Benefits.
Right here.
my shit is horrible.
Get me that man over there. But sir, get me that man.
No, so for me, this is something probably a lot of people don't know. I've always wanted to be married. I've always wanted to get married. And the reason I wanted to get married, and this goes back to my previous conversation about, doing what's best for you and not the shit that you see. Growing up, I don't think there were like many really successful, happy marriages. It was always baby mama, baby daddy, girlfriend.
We're happily married, weren't they?
Huh?
Your parents were a good example.
Sir, my parents didn't get married till I was about 10.
I retract my previous statement.
And we ain't gonna put them out, because it's gonna be public and I ain't got time. But I'm gonna tell you some stuff once.
Did you
Stop
lag
Yikes.
out? Or did I
recording.
lag out?
So yeah, I really think I want to say, yeah, I was in like eighth grade. Like, yeah, I was in like eighth grade. So that time frame before, baby, was different. Like the only like married couple was she probably like my grandma, one of my grandmas. And yep, we gonna leave that there. Um,
How about this?
we gonna leave that alone,
Just
Scoot.
stop
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like there wasn't a lot of just happy, successful marriages, like, and my granny used to tell like the best stories about like my grandpa Oda, right? She used to say like he bought this house and we have been in this house 30 some years, and like she was just so proud of her marriage. And I did not experience that. Like I did not have that around me.
Hmm.
So I always wanted to be married. I always wanted my child's father. I always wanted one child's father. Thank you, Lord. I never wanted no no out of wedlock kids. Like I was very firm on I want to get married, and then the rest of my life is gonna start. You get what I'm saying? Like, so for me, this has just been something I wanted. Like I didn't care about the size of my ring. I didn't care what my ring looked like. Like when me and my husband got married, he was gone for months. Like he was in like boot camp and like airborne school and shit like that. So when he came back, like I didn't, man, for real, listen, baby boy could have got me a blue ring pop. Okay.
Best
And I
one.
still would have said, yeah, you that's the best one. And it's because y'all, my husband is real different. Okay. He's like completely different than any of them other clowns I dated.
Oh shit.
he's
Pow, pow,
he's
pow.
different than any other he's really different than any of them clowns
Reload.
I dated. Like he's really he really gave me from my last relationship completely different. Like everything that I wanted, everything I needed, things that I didn't even think I deserved. Like my husband give me all of that. So when I tell you I go for that, yeah, the best mugshot.
How about you, Rand?
Yeah,
The second
Y'all
married
ain't see the
person.
post. Y'all,
yeah,
First,
y'all
I,
ain't see the
I,
post
first,
for
I
the
peeped.
mugshot.
first of
yeah.
all, I'm just mad we just skipped over forward. But
No, I'm coming back to Ford. No, no,
for
I catch everything. Because Ford said two words, then Bree started talking. I'm coming back to Ford.
you
Listen,
coming back to
I ain't
forward?
even hear him say those two.
I'm
Well, I
coming
did.
back.
Did. But for this generation, I'm gonna definitely say they out there for that ring, just the ring. I feel like they just like damn everything else because this is a different breed of people that's out here now. Ain't nobody coming up like we came up. But then I guess at the same time, I guess it depends on your mindset as well. If you had that mindset that you just want that ring, that's what you're gonna go for. But if you got that mindset for marriage, that's what you want. You're always gonna work hard for what you want.
I'm gonna let everybody
That's
go, then come back to me because I got the rebuttal off of that one. That
Go
was a
ahead,
good point.
go ahead, Ford.
Well, for like Duran said, for
no, no, hey, no,
for
no, no.
generation,
Don't bounce up off me, dog. That's fucked up.
for this generation. wait. For this generation, yeah, for the ring, but like for me myself, it's for goals because when I got with my girl, like maybe 4 months into the relationship, I almost messed it up because I was so used to getting treated like shit. So I'm like, okay, she probably out here doing this and that, but the whole time she won't.
Oh,
The whole time she was holding me down, and I'm thinking that she like past relationships. But then, like as I
so
got
you
to
had
know
that
her and
Joe.
we got the
Okay, keep going. Keep going forward. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Keep going forward. Keep going forward.
then, then as I got to know her and we started opening up to each other, I was like, she's the one. This the one I want to be with for the rest of my life. This the one that's this one that I'm gonna give my last name to. And so then it was 2 days before Valentine's Day. I was giving her birthday presents and her Valentine's Day presents early. She was opening those presents up. And so while she was distracted opening those up, I got on one knee, held the ring out. Before I
Damn
could say
boy,
anything,
you
she
better.
started crying and said yes.
Yeah, only cried.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
If that ain't some Tyler
look.
Perry shit,
Like going off what he said. I knew. Look, I knew like that shit was real because of like what he said, like his past and everything like that. And
Yeah.
what y'all only been together what, a year? Less than a year?
It won't be a year into June.
Yeah,
It'll be a year in June. Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll say yeah. Ford is really this the one. if you
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
ring on it
And
and everything,
I don't I don't
yeah.
I don't I don't put out that kind of money for just
Oh,
nothing.
I know you family.
Keep your coin, baby. Keep your coin.
I know you
Yeah,
family.
yeah. You didn't learn from that.
Joe,
I'm happy for you for it.
I am
Yay.
too. I am too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you, man.
June June
Well,
18th, 2021. I mean
Okay.
2022, my bad.
Come on,
2022.
date.
June 18th, 2022.
Come on, date.
I was
Joe
like
ain't getting married.
2021.
Scoop,
I was like
Scoop, go ahead.
2021.
We're going to skip
Damn.
over Joe.
he ain't gonna say Joe ain't gonna
Why
get
I get
married.
skipped over?
Joe, because you ain't getting married. You don't believe in it. We going to carry on. Scoop, go ahead.
That's not true. Stop putting words in my mouth. You out here lying.
Go
All right.
ahead.
I think yeah.
Um,
Go ahead, Joe.
I don't even think this generation is looking for the ring. I don't think they care. I think that we got a generation of individuals that have seen single parent households,
They grew up on social media.
relationship, no commitments, no like they ain't seen that grandma and grandpa still together. Like Bree was
All right.
saying. 'Cause that right there, she said that was rare. I think that we got a product of that. And I just think a lot of people they don't even want the ring. But I feel like for you to sit there, this is how I feel personally. Do I want to get married? Yes, wholeheartedly. I see myself as a husband because I want my kids to experience
Something
I'm
we didn't.
not gonna say I came from a broken home. I'm gonna say that I came from a loving household, but I want my kids to experience having a dad there, and I want kids to experience love, and I want them to experience that love from two parents because for polarizing ideals and stuff like that. Of course, the way my mind works is, like I got to get my money up. I got to get out of my situation right now. I understand that there, like I could propose now, but it's not like for me personally, I'm not comfortable doing it right now because I want anything that she needs, I want to be able to provide and so on, because that's just how I believe. That's just my personal belief that if you're going to be my wife, the person that's going to be the mother of my child, I have nothing else to ask you other than will you marry me? There'll be no other questions, anything else after that. You got to,
Oh, Lord.
you got to sit there. You got to carry, this woman carries your kid for 9 months, bro.
Please,
That's
Lord.
9 months.
Please talk about it.
And then on top of that,
Carried your baby for 9 months.
She taking that shit personal.
I was a whale out in these
Looking at that
streets.
nigga in the soul.
they said carry your baby for 9.
9 of them things. You hear
Oh,
me?
shit.
But
Go
no,
ahead.
I just think that there will
18 hours of labor.
there will be
We
no
understand you hurt.
there will be no question. But marriage? Oh my God.
You want to know something, Joe? I think you want to be married and you want to be what you feel like Peaches deserved. That's all.
Ooh, that's
No.
That's all.
deep.
like
Ooh.
no.
That
That's
is deep.
all.
I've seen
That's deeper than the ocean, my guy.
I don't even
Yeah.
need to
That's
say
what,
that.
but that's what it is.
I'm about to
I've
Like-
seen her do it all by herself.
Hey, where
And-
SpongeBob live?
I have seen her do it all by herself. And
So he wants to be
I will
what
be
he feels like she deserved. He doesn't want his wife to have to do nothing.
I'm telling you, y'all
Oh,
think
man.
I'm joking.
I don't need to say nothing else.
Oh no, yes you do. Your turn.
I don't really
Because
have. I
I'm
mean,
really intrigued.
about what? I mean, I really don't
Do
have
you want
much
to
to
get
say.
married?
Do I
Do you
want to
want
get
to get
married?
married?
Honestly, I do. I'm and
What's
I
your view on marriage?
um I'm not a big
Oh, she the host.
advocate for
We
marriage,
didn't switch hosts.
but I know you see
We didn't
it.
switch hosts. I
Mhm.
like that.
But nah, just
Yeah, I
just
See,
love
that's
that
what I
right
start
there.
said.
from starting from the beginning.
You
Just
read my
similar
She guest
mind,
host.
brother.
similar to what Bree was
I
saying
got
earlier.
you.
Similar to what Bree was saying earlier, like myself, you didn't get a lot of examples of a happy
Yeah.
marriage, like in our family and outside, outside of that. Um, but like kind of what she was saying earlier, you shouldn't take if you can't change from that, like you shouldn't let that affect your life. You know what I'm saying? But I've been happy to see successful couples, successful marriages, and everything like that, and learn from them instead of what I've been seeing um in
Our
my
whole
life
life.
overall. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Um, because I can talk, yeah, I could talk about that for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes to, I truly want I truly want a family, a happy family. Um, and Joe, now they got on me. It was a previous episode. I say I'm not a big advocate for titles. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I'm not a
I've
big advocate.
noticed.
I'm not a big advocate for titles. But if I'm with you, I'm with you, and I'm gonna take care of you, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when I do want to have that family, um, and experience that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that I didn't see in my life, and I'm that person. I got 2 degrees just because I said I'm going to be that example. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't even want to get the second degree. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I already
Now
took
hot about
I
two
you
degrees.
know what I'm saying? I already took, but I told myself I was going to do that just so my kids don't have an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything I do, you know what I'm saying, is I want to be that example. So of course I want to, you know, have a family and everything like that. Um, just from everything that I've seen, I want to be able to build that connection with that person, a true
Right.
connection. You know what I'm saying? And people are be people be like, why you single and everything like that. Maybe I just haven't found that puzzle piece that actually, fit what, what I'm saying, that I need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
So like I think that's one of the things, or well, one of the few things that me and you have always like been on the same page and been on the track for. Like that's why you my brother, because just from our family, we accomplished so much. Like it's so many things that me and Derek have done that not saying nothing about our family, not down to nobody, but like with going to school, getting the degrees, not having kids at a young age, having good jobs, working, taking care of yourself. There's so many things and so many major accomplishments that we did because of what we saw and what we didn't want to be like, that we felt like we had no choice but to do this
mhm,
because we have to do this because we have to be better. And when we do have kids, they have to know that it's not a reason, it's not an excuse. Thank you, honey. It's not a reason, it's not an excuse. You don't have no reason not to do it
right,
besides you just not wanting to do it because we did it.
right,
To
and
being a cycle breaker.
that's I'm like that with a lot of people. Like I hate I don't know. I think that came from like my fraternity and everything like that. But I hate excuses. You know what I'm saying? Any excuse you give me, I can tell you a solution for it. I promise you, I can
You
get it.
lucky we on YouTube and I don't need them at my neck because I was about to act up.
Nah, yeah, I'm at your neck too, motherfucker. um, but nah, yeah, I'm that person. I hate excuses. You know what I'm saying? Is
Right,
I'm going to be that example. I
right.
don't want to be. I'm going to be that example. But to answer that question, the real question is that is telling my story. Yes, I do think that this generation just want a ring instead of actual marriage. I feel like that they want the experience of a wedding rather than the
Oh,
lifestyle of a
child.
marriage. You know what I'm saying? I think yeah, this generation is different.
So,
You see a lot of I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just around here, but you see a lot of people who I ain't down on them or nothing, but you do see a lot of single parents out here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's honestly it's sad. I mean that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. But
right,
I don't want that for my kid at all.
right.
But
So, something I want to say is kind of going off of, I don't remember who said, they don't want neither. It might have been Joe.
I think you said you
And
was gonna
then
go off of what
Duran
Lorraine
said,
said.
yeah, Duran. I don't remember what he said, but my thought was, I think people are settling. Like, and I don't even think, like he said, it's not, how we was brought up. I think they're just settling. Like, because I ain't talking about my friend and I ain't even gonna be specific, but I have a friend who me and this friend's mom have talked, and we feel like because I'm married, I moved away, I have my daughter. Some of our other friends, like from college and school, have got married, or they got engaged, or they're in this long relationship. My friend is starting to be like, well, shit, when is it my turn? So my friend is in this relationship. Excuse me, y'all. My friend is in this relationship, and so not a relationship it needs to be,
Right.
But I think it's just settling. It's just like following the wave, like they happy, they got this, they got that. Went like it's my turn, this is the relationship I need to be in. But it's just the rush and the pushing yourself to wanting to be married. But
Hmm.
it's just because
that's what we
everybody else is.
It's a
but
It's
that's
and
what
it's
we
a competition.
that's
it's
the
a
generation that we're in now.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
And it's
the
not
generation of followers. Like one dude does this,
right.
everybody else
Social
does
media.
like, bro, like it's not bingo. Because social media paints that picture that everything's happy. You
And
don't
it's
see that work that you're putting in. That's what
man.
the fact that you had to sacrifice, like you left everybody. Like not even trying like of course we
No,
got nothing but love
listen.
for you.
I
But like
I left
you left everybody.
everybody. I left everything.
Yeah.
Everything that I had built for myself, everything that I
Like it's sacrifices to this,
worked
bro.
to get and do for myself. Like y'all knew me back at home.
Yeah.
I didn't want for nothing. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. I had my own house, my own car. When y'all came to the house, the lights was on, food was in the refrigerator.
Juice
Like,
always in the fridge.
yeah,
Juice always in the fridge. But I'd be like, bring with the juice. Go straight to crazy part was
Joe,
she'll be
you
like,
drunk a whole jug of juice. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about
Back on
it.
topic. Back on topic.
So, what I say all that to say again, not for pity. I say all that to say it's hard. It's hard, and this goes back to our previous topics of you have to be comfortable and you have to be vulnerable and you have to trust that person with such raw emotions because not a pity thing. I don't have nobody down here. You get what I'm saying? I got me, my husband, and my baby in that order. So when I'm feeling bad, when I'm just not in the mood, when work getting on my nerves, that's all I have. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I met some people, down here, whatever, got a few little friends, but I don't know them hoes. So, like, that's all I have. You get what I'm saying?
Shit, get
And
it,
I
mama.
have no choice. I
See,
got you, good. So,
see, see, see. There we
and
go.
look at me trying to. I got you, good. Um,
Hey, that's why we family. Go ahead.
no, but like I have to trust him with me. Like I have to trust him with my feelings. I have to trust him with my heart. Like it's work. And on those days where I'm mad or he ain't annoyed me or he ain't pissed me off, like well, he left everything too, so we really, if you're not prepared to do the work to stay with that person, if you don't really want to be with that person, if you're trying for a ring or for clout or for attention or for this big ass expensive wedding, baby, you wasting your time. Because once all that's gone, all you got is that
Yeah,
person. So you in for a long ride.
Yeah.
If
facts.
you're not in love with that
Woo!
But
person, if you're not in love with that person, if you're not willing to fuss, fight, argue, make up, do it all over again, and still be okay with that person, you ain't got no reason to get married, baby.
Because you don't went before God and said you'll have this person through sickness
Forever.
and health.
we're gonna end it
Richer,
right there.
Woo!
richer off of richer.
Boy, that
We're
means
gonna
if
end
they
it right
shit their
there.
drawers forward, you gotta wipe that ass.
Listen, yeah, for real.
No,
No, for
Derek,
real
no,
though.
Derek,
no.
Derek,
End it.
Derek, Derek,
What?
Derek. They finna get deep. They
Yeah,
finna get
yeah,
deep.
yeah. Joe started talking. I said, no,
Listen,
we're gonna end it right
he
there.
No,
said
Derek,
that's all
no.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say nothing. I know we
No,
over. Yeah.
listen, I want to say this last thing. Last thing.
Make it 10 seconds. Go ahead.
you can't do that.
If you're not in love with that person, just don't do it.
No cat.
That's it. If you're not, no, if you're not in love with yourself, don't do it.
No cat.
Yep. Shut the fuck up, Joe. And with
That's
that,
it.
we're gonna go into our
That's it.
last segment
Cause
of
he
this
ain't got
episode.
one.
Of this ass episode, no cap. And fuck it, I'm gonna go
Let's start off.
first. No,
Come on,
because
and
you
say
ain't.
it.
Go
If
ahead,
you
Joe.
ain't in love with yourself, nah, just play.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Hey, I ain't got no cap, and I'm not gonna make up a no cap. I'm not gonna make up a no cap, man. What you want me to do? Nah, I'm just playing. I got no cap. I be messing with Dad. He just
See,
Joe, you
stop
ain't got
taking up
no
time.
cap.
No,
You
I do
ain't
have a no
got
cap.
no
I
cap.
do got one.
Motherfucker.
I said,
What is it? Come on.
I don't like this pressure.
No, he ain't got one.
Do
Come
do
on,
do
Negro.
do do
Next.
do do.
Next.
I. Hey, yo, no cap. Just my no cap today is, hey, be real with yourself before you be real with others. A lot of times we lie to ourselves before we lie to the people around us to try to make up a facade of something that we're not, something that we're not comfortable with, or just etc. in our everyday life. So like for no cap, like just be honest with yourself so you can be honest with others. A lot of y'all out here, and it's crazy that we brought up the topic of followers because a lot of y'all are out here following people that you're not fully comfortable with, doing things that you don't want to do. And you think that's what you want to do, but it's not. Be honest with yourself. Just realize who you are and just be that person. Like there's nothing wrong with you being yourself, being true to yourself, and just being 100 with yourself. And then once you do that, you can be 100 with everybody else, man. There's nothing wrong with being a chameleon out here and adapting to whatever situation you in. But don't sit there and try to be something that you're not. Um, yeah, that's about it. That's no cat. Just be true to yourself. That was it.
They
Cool.
they said be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
That's my signature on my emails. I swear to God, that is my signature on my emails.
Cause we
What you
here. All right.
No, no.
what's
All
your
right. Who next on the no cap?
no cap for it?
Paul was thinking hard while Joseph was talking. I just want y'all to know that.
I was.
You know what I'm saying?
Durant Four was like, damn, this nigga really got one.
Yeah.
He was
Damn,
like, ah.
I don't for real. I really don't have one. Come on, let's go. I'm ready.
He said, I'm ready to go.
Okay. My no cap is
Here we go.
don't give up before don't give up before you get the blessing. Don't give up before you get the blessing. See, there's sometimes shut up, Joseph.
That's red dog trying to teach
Sometimes sometimes we go through these periods in times and we think that life is so hard that we want to give up, and we give up right before God give us that blessing. Sometimes we have to wait and be patient and pray prayer without work is dead. So you have to work along with prayer, and while you're working, also give thanks to God. You got to, and if you want that house or that new car, you got to work towards it. You can't just sit around and wait and get mad every time that your friend gets something new. Are you doing what your friend doing to get it, or have you put that effort forward, or are you just sitting around looking for handouts? So if you put a good effort forward, put that good foot forward, pray about it, work towards it, then you will be able to reap the blessings that God has for you.
Amen.
What you got for us,
Praise the Lord, everybody.
That's a
what
good
you got
one.
for us, Bree?
Oh, see, I was thinking you was gonna go. Um,
I thought he was gonna save me for real.
no,
You
you
go
last.
last.
Nigga, please.
My no cap would be stop being in competition. Stay in your own lane. Go at your own pace. What's meant for you is gonna get to you when it's
Mm.
time for it to get to you.
Man,
Um,
she stole
just
my no
That's
cap.
because,
really no good.
boy, you did not have no cap.
He stole my no
um,
cap, man. I got mine, but
whatever.
he stole it though.
Whatever. It's just to stay in your own lane. Stay in, like, don't be in competition, because for real, most of the time, no cap, the stuff you see be cap. Like a lot
It's
of the stuff that
a
people
damn shame,
post,
man.
a lot of stuff that people post, and a lot of stuff that people show you what they want you to see.
Come on, somebody. He done
Okay.
stole my damn no
So
cap. I gotta
when
think
you
of another.
so when you see, like Forrest said, when you see somebody constantly buying, that's cat, baby. Or they ain't got no priorities. It's always more to the story. You ain't get they don't got priorities, they don't got bills. It's a cover up. So be in your own lane, stick for your own goals, your own plan, pray on it, work for it, get to what you got to do, and stop being in competition with these folks.
Amen.
X.
Hey, Derek,
Uh,
stop messing with my screen, bro.
bro, that's you, bro.
Bro, I swear to God, I'm not touching nothing.
Bro, that's you,
I
bro.
was like, yo, I said, Derek, you ain't gonna keep cutting my
Look,
camera.
I don't got that much power, bro.
Golly, where this nigga Derek
Bro,
playing?
I don't got that much power.
I
But
don't know. You do keep dropping out and coming back.
nah, yeah,
Bro,
yo,
I swear, I won't touching
Nigga
nothing.
playing
your shit
peekaboo.
was tripping. My shit messing up too. But anyways, nah, my no cap is don't let everyone have access to you. And it's not,
Be
no,
unavailable.
it's not
What
really
the
about
hell is going on today?
it's not really about like being cocky or anything like that, but some people just
I need
don't
to start
deserve
first
some
again.
people just don't deserve to be around you. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Like really understand how valuable you are and what you bring to the table, because some of these people, not even offering a napkin to put on the table, you know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
Only a mouth to eat.
people only a mouth, people start to get too comfortable from what you do for them. And you know what I'm saying? Then they be like, he gonna, they start taking advantage of you, talking about you gonna look out regardless. But you don't need those people around you.
That's
Pretty much
facts.
just get those people from around you out your circle and protect your energy at all costs. Um,
Amen.
but on to you, Rand. Finally got to you.
All
I mean,
right,
this is my
Duran.
this is my thing,
Duran. Duran. Hold
everybody,
on. Duran.
huh?
Duran.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
fuck it up now. We
Listen,
have put out some good energy. We
listen.
have put out some good energy. Don't come with your shit.
No cap, no cap. Y'all really, really stole my shit. But nah, since I got no cap, but no cap. Just because you blow out somebody else's candle, don't mean yours gonna shine brighter.
Amen.
Mm.
Boy, that's why you
That's
last,
why we
boy.
save him for last. That's why we
Nigga,
save him for last.
Yeah,
that's why you
that's
fought,
a good
boy.
one. Yeah, that's
Go
a
ahead,
good
Rand.
Hold on.
one.
Go ahead. You
Say
ain't even
that shit
finished.
again,
I know
Duran.
you ain't even
Say it
finished.
again.
I know
Say
you
it
ain't
again.
finished.
Say it again.
No, I don't want to say it again. That was long. That
Say
was
it again for
long,
people in the
man.
back.
That man said
Say it
just
for the
because
people
you
in the back.
blow
Just
out
because
somebody
you
And
else's
blow out a
and
candle,
candle,
don't
that
mean
doesn't
mean
that
mean
yours
yours
gonna
yours
shine
gonna
gonna
brighter.
shine
shine
brighter.
brighter. Boy, I'm gonna put that on
Yes,
Twitter
yes, yes,
tomorrow
yes,
morning,
yes.
boy. You
I
heard?
mean, come on
Listen,
now.
Yes, yes.
Put it
ASAP.
down.
Come
I'm
on,
about to
Sister and friends, back
I'm
to the
about
Church
to
of God in
bust them
Christ. We will be
verses.
preaching this Sunday.
Listen, listen. You got people out here who jelly, man. You know, they see you making it,
Jelly.
so look, they gonna sabotage your shit, thinking that it's gonna be better for them. You know,
Amen.
Nope.
and it's not. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you being jelly and wanna destroy, you know, be that support, man. You
Yeah.
know,
You got
be
niggas out here
supportive.
being jelly,
Cause
nigga. Be
commas a
gang.
bit. Commas
Be
a
Hey,
be be
bitch.
positive
Lock your
about it.
own blessings. Come on now.
Shoot.
But you know
Yes,
Dog.
something though,
Lord.
I ain't gonna lie. You know, Bree said, you know, we people out here who you know you see buying everything, going everywhere. We had this conversation about a couple people, man. You know, like,
Yeah, we
yo,
had
how
all
the
these
fuck are they doing that?
conversations.
How the
It's
Yo,
a
fuck are they
cover
doing it?
up, baby. Somebody not
I
happy.
don't be sitting
And
down
somebody
on
ain't got no
that, bro.
priorities. Somebody ain't got no bills. Somebody ain't got no savings. And
Let
I
me
ain't
tell
worried
you
about
something. I make
it.
good money.
Good.
I make good money now.
But yeah, everybody,
Boy,
no,
I know
no,
what they
no
out here
cap,
doing.
no cap. You blow it, don't blow out nobody else candle, man. It ain't yours ain't gonna shine no brighter.
Ain't-
Facts.
Y'all,
And
that
with
was a good
that,
one. That was good. No
that's why
cap.
he lasts. That's why he always
That's why he
lasts.
laughs.
Yeah, you definitely brought that home.
Thanks.
Hey,
But with
look, I
that,
had to.
Hey, that's why we don't never. We learned a long time ago not to let him go
not,
first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what you say after that?
I ain't got thank you.
Exactly my point.
Come on,
That's
man.
what you say.
Even
Wow.
She
I would
already
have went
confirmed it.
to I would have been to no music.
But with that, that comes to the conclusion of this episode of Unfiltered Brothers. Shout out to Bree for joining us for this episode. Maybe have to have you back for another one and talk
Oh, for
I'm
some
here.
real
sure.
shit. But yeah,
Let
make
me
sure
know.
you got it. But make sure y'all follow us on social medias: Facebook Unfiltered Brothers, Twitter Unfiltered Bros, Instagram Unfiltered Brothers Podcast. Follow us our YouTube channel as well, and y'all can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, as well as SoundCloud. And with that, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, and we out here.
See ya.